Good morning, everybody. We're just going to jump in and get started. So today, for the Adding Memories webinar, some of our objectives that we have is that by the end of this class, you will learn 1, how to upload pictures, recorded interviews, and stories, and 2, how to record stories about your ancestors for your family and future generations to enjoy. So this is the homepage of FamilySearch, and if you notice along this top ribbon, there is an option that says Memories. If you click on that, there is a variety of drop-down options that we will go over in depth throughout today's webinar. But before we begin, I'll just give a brief explanation about what all of them are, So the overview, you can expect to find updates on what's new on FamilySearch Memories and other popular features that have been recently added. On the gallery, you can see everything that you've added and everything you've uploaded for your own memories. On the people page, this one is super fun, and I really, really like this one. And so for people, you can view all the individuals you have uploaded, and you can click on each box to view their memories and to view your relationship with them. So it will be fun when we go look through those. And the find feature, this one is super helpful. This find feature in Memories helps you to search for photos, stories, documents, audio files, and other albums contributed by patrons of FamilySearch. And so this helps you to look at everything that's ever been uploaded. So to get more in depth, I will click on Overview. So just a reminder, I'm on the very home page. I've barely logged into FamilySearch. I'm looking at the top ribbon. I click on Memories, and then I click on Overview to the screen that it will take me to. And so it starts and it just says a brief explanation about what Memories is, and it encourages you to share your memories. And if you scroll down a little bit, it will tell you some of the newer features on FamilySearch Memories. So one that has recently come out is Organized by Topic. And a little bit later into the webinar, I will show you how to add topic tags, but this just allows you to organize them and share them in a way that is easier to find. Another really cool one that I like is create a slideshow. So you can view all of your photos or photos with audio in a slideshow. Another really cool thing is that within FamilySearch and within this feature, we've made it super easy for you to share on social media. There will be a link, and I can show you that as well. But those are 2 of the newer things that are now available on Memories. Oops. If you keep scrolling down, there's another new one. You can share an album, and I will show you how to do that. But we've just made it super, super easy to click a button and then just be able to share on social media, because our memories are so important. And how cool is it to be able to show all of your family members that follow you on social media, but also all your friends, all of the family history work that you're doing. It's definitely something to be proud of, and it can encourage them to learn more about their family members as well. And then if you just keep scrolling down, it will just show you a little bit more about what we already have available. It will tell you, if you click here, you can learn more about other family members that you have, and you can see more people. And then it will just link you to some of our other most popular features that people visit the most frequently. And so you can look at you can learn how to bookmark memories or tag different people, and you can learn more about the gallery. So that is everything. This last part, so this is really cool, and I hope you all know, and if not, that's why you're here in this webinar. There is now a FamilySearch Memories app that you can either find in the Apple iOS App Store or in the Google Play Store for any Samsung or Android users. And this makes it super, super easy for you to upload pictures, audio, anything that you want to add that fits into the requirements of a memory. And so you can do it right from your phone in the moment that it's happening or anything like that. And so after this webinar, if you're not super familiar with the app, go and check it out and explore it. I won't be going into how to use the app, but it should be pretty intuitive, and hopefully there are good instructions that are easy for you to follow. So that is the overview page. It just gives a brief explanation of what's new, what we've had, and then a little bit more about the app. So if you look here now, there's a new ribbon that has all of the information. So there's 4 different categories that fall under memories. And the next one we're going to be looking at is gallery. If you did not want to click on it from this ribbon, you could just click on memories again, like how I did at the very beginning, and you could just scroll down to gallery. So this is the gallery page, and what this page allows you to do is view every single memory that you have ever uploaded, every picture, every story, every audio. It's all here in one place. And there's quite a few different features, and I'll go through every single one of them just so you can become a little bit more familiar. If you look at this top bar, you see a number of different icons. This one right here, it looks almost kind of like a waffle icon. It's bolded, so that means that is what we're looking at right now. This will show you every single memory you have ever uploaded. If you click on the camera, it will show you every single memory that you've uploaded that is a photo. So it looks like all of my current memories are still in photo form. If you click on this little book, it will show you all of the stories that you've added. Please forgive me. I have not added any stories quite yet. I'm still working on my own family history and working to be better. I currently have them saved somewhere else, but I need to be better about moving them to FamilySearch. Right here, if you hover, it'll kind of tell you what it is. It says documents. And so anytime you add a piece of paper like an image of a marriage certificate or a death certificate or an immigration card, anything like that, anytime you add it, this is where you can find it individually. And then this headset icon allows you to look at all of your different audio. So anytime you've recorded a story about an event that happened in your life, or if you wanted to record a story about something your grandfather or grandmother said, you would view it right here. Now, these icons are helpful, so let me go back to the waffle so we can see all of them. So I only have 10 memories, but I do know of people that have hundreds of memories saved. And so using these icons right here just helps you find things a little bit faster. And then here on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a little arrange option. And you can organize your memories how you want to do it. And so I typically do it by the newest added. I'm not super particular. That's just a personal preference of mine. But you can organize it by the title. We can see that this one I only have one title added for my grandfather. You can organize it by no title, not tagged, not in an album, private or public. So there's quite a few options. There is absolutely no right or wrong way. At this point, it is just your personal preference. And right here, we see another half of a waffle icon, and it's bolded, so that just signifies that that is the view that we're looking at right now. And this is just how your memories are organized. If you wanted to see them in a list view, like if you hover over it, it says list view now. You can click on it and then you can see it in a list. Now, this can be super helpful because if you notice here, there are these blue hyperlinks that say like title, add event date, or event place. And so if you look at these in the list view, you can see all of your memories that are missing information. And so it will be easier for you to think to yourself, oh, this memory needs me to add a title or an event date, or where did this happen? And so some people like the list view for that aspect. I personally prefer to see it all like this so that I can see all of my memories in one spot. But again, totally a personal preference thing. You can arrange them however you would like, and you can view them however you would like as well. Now, this search icon right here, this allows you to search for memories by title. So I can start typing Grandpa Manuel, so that's the only title that I have saved. But say you have like 200 memories and you're wanting to learn more about a certain ancestor. If you have your titles added, you can just click that search and type in the name. So you can say Manuel and everything will come up for him. or for whoever you look for. So that is a super nice feature as well, because FamilySearch really, I mean, with all of the organization features that they have and search features that they have, they really want everyone to be able to use and view lots of different memories. So right here, this is the page that I was just describing, the My Memories, just the main overview. If you go one down, right below it, it says My Archive. And so we can click on that and we can see another image here. Now, the difference between My Memories and My Archive is My Memories is typically the first thing that you see within your gallery. You can see all of your memories that you've added, all of the pictures and things like that. Everything is saved and on one thing. My Archive can be super helpful for people that have either multiple memories or they're working on a specific project for a specific ancestor and they only want to view certain memories at one time. So your archive is used to store your memories into a different location. So right here we see all of my memories, and say I wanted to work on learning more about her. Her name is Agnes Beebe, and I have a lot of different memories that don't pertain to her. And in my cluttered brain, I like to see things a little bit more clearly. So what I can do is I can click and I can drag any memory I want to my archive. Now you can see that it has changed to 2. And now 3. Like, I can click and drag on any memory so that on my main gallery page, I only see her and information about her so that I know exactly what I'm working with. Or it could just be a preferential thing. Like, again, maybe you like to have like only 10 memories on your gallery page at a time. So you can save them in your archive, but it is just a personal preference thing. FamilySearch just wanted to give everyone as many options as possible because everyone is so different in how they like to organize things. So that's my archive. And then right beneath, we'll see recently deleted. So if you look here, I'll read this little tidbit. It says, memories below will be permanently deleted after 120 days. While in recently deleted, they cannot be viewed by others, edited, nor attached to FamilyTree. And so this can be super helpful because, I mean, some of you are probably thinking, why on earth would I delete a memory? But this is what you can do if there's like a duplicate image that's added, like say you add a picture of your grandfather and then your sister adds that same picture to your grandfather and they're both showing up on his person page. You can go ahead and you can delete it. And then because FamilySearch just wants to make your life easier and they want to make sure that you're not deleting anything that you accidentally don't want to, they'll leave it here for 120 days. And as you can see here, this is an old research log from someone that is not in my family tree. And so I don't need it anymore. So I deleted it. And so here it is. And it looks like I have 23 days until this will be gone forever. So this has been here for a while. If you click on one of them, you notice how there is a little check mark in the top right corner. You can click on that. This blue bar will come up with actions. So let me click on actions. And there are 2 options. I can either move to my memories or I can delete permanently. So say your recently deleted is becoming super cluttered or you accidentally deleted an image that you didn't want. You can just go ahead and click on that image. It will highlight in blue, so just this one. You can click on actions and you can either move to my memories or delete permanently. And what is super cool is that you can click on multiple all at one time. So like say I have 5 selected and say I deleted this way too quickly and I actually needed this research log for something. I could just move to memories. And so now my recently deleted is empty and my memories, let's scroll down, are right here. And so that is super helpful. But I did not want to click on that. I don't want those there because I do know that they're incorrect. So I can click on the little check mark in the right-hand corner, highlighted it in blue. I can select actions again. And this time on the memories page, since we're not in the recently deleted album or icon option, there are more things that we can do in actions. We can either add to an album, move to my archive, add a topic tag, make private, or delete. And so I will go through every single one of those, but for now I will just show you how to delete it. And so this is super awesome because FamilySearch wants to make sure that you know like exactly what you're deleting. So it says deleting the selected memories also deletes associated tags, dates, and places. Any audio recording associated with an image is removed and cannot be reassociated. So bear that in mind. Yes, your memory or your picture that you've included will go to the recently deleted portion of memories, but any audio recording that is associated with an image will be removed and deleted, and you cannot restore it. So bear that in mind. Any images added to a story are not deleted, but they are no longer associated with that story. And so again, kind of like audio, if you write a story, like I'll show you in a little bit, and you add a picture to just make it a little bit more interesting and you end up deleting it, yes, you can find that image again, but it's no longer associated with that story that you posted. So all deleted items go in the really recently deleted collection in your gallery for 120 days before permanent selection. And then it asks you, are you sure you want to delete from FamilySearch, or do you just want to move to my archive? And I'm sure, so I'm going to go ahead and delete them. And so now they're gone. So if you see here, there's a couple of different things that we can still look at. And then after that, I'll show you all of the different features that you can still use. Memories is so in-depth, which is super great. So bookmarked memories, let's click on here. So I can either, so it says click on the green plus to add memories to this collection, or you can drag and drop memories into this collection. So if you bookmark a memory, this is to help you just revisit memories that you view often. So say you had a super close relationship with your grandmother and you love to reflect on the time that you had with her. Maybe you had some pictures that you have with her that you have on your gallery and you just want to be able to find them easier. You can go into bookmarks and you can click on the memories and you can select the green add and you can drag and drop files. So I can read this really quickly. It says FamilySearch is a family-oriented site and is intended to be appropriate for all ages. All added memories are public unless you set them to private, which I will show you. Review the FamilySearch submission agreement and upload guidelines and policies. So you can just choose a file and then I can add any one of my memories. Or another thing that I can do is from my memories that I already have, from my memories, so I'm in the gallery, I'm just in my memories at the very top, I can drag it. Oh, why didn't it? Maybe it doesn't allow me to drag. That's weird. It said that it would. So I can click on this memory and I can bookmark it right here. Oh, it looks like it was bookmarked. It just was being viewed a little bit differently. Maybe it needed some time to load. So you can drag and drop and you can do that. Or I'll actually get into this in a second. So that is how you can view. Oh yeah, see, okay, maybe I just needed to give it a second to load. So now in my memories, I can see, in my bookmarked ones, I can see like my grandpa and I can see this picture and it will just be super easy for me to find. So personally, if you wanted to, like for me, I would put all of the ones that I visit frequently in my bookmarks. And so now another fun part that we have is albums. So you can see here that I already have 2 albums. And this just helps you to organize things a step farther. Again, I only have 10 memories, but this is more geared towards people that have hundreds and hundreds of memories. So I can just click on maternal side and immediately I can see like, oh, okay, this ancestor is from my mom's side. This is especially helpful too if you have a hard time keeping track of who is who. I know no one is perfect. I do not have photographic memory, and so this is helpful for me. And then I can see here paternal side. And so if you want to create a new album, there's a couple of different things that you can do. If you look right here, you can see new album. So you can click here and you can just create whatever title you want. So I'm going to do Polson Family. I'll do save. And so here it is. And so from this, I can go back to my memories. So I've added the new album right here and it's showing up right here and I'm back to memories and I can drag and drop. And so this is the Polson house that was built in the 1950s. And so I can drag it to that album. It will stay in my, It will stay within my gallery. It won't move, but it will just be a little bit more organized and I can see that, okay, here it is. This is where it's at in the Polson family. Another way that you can add an image to an album is to click on the right-hand corner. So this is William Polson. I can click on this check mark in the right-hand corner and it will take me back to actions. And if you see here, there's a couple of different things I can do. I can open it in a new tab. And what this will do is it will just open another page on my computer and it will show me a blown up version of this image. I can either rotate it left, like say I upload an image and it's sideways. I can either do rotate left or right. I can download it, which is super helpful because then you can save it to like a hard drive, a thumb drive, or just onto your computer itself. Downloading also makes it a little bit easier to print. And then I can do add to album. And so now it will say, where do you want to add it? And so I can create a new album. Again, here's a way that you can add a new album. Or I can just click on an existing one and select add to album. And so now we have these two images are still within the main gallery page. Right here, we know that because we see the waffle icon bolded, but we can also see that it is now in the Polson family. And so if you are working on a research project and you want to see like what are memories that I have pertaining to this specific family, it is just a little bit easier. And now there is no correct way to create an album. Like I know people that do it by individual, by family, by like location of where they lived. And so it's totally preferential. FamilySearch encourages you to do whatever you want and organize your memories in whatever way that you want. So now that we've gone over all of these major icons and different organization tips and also different sidebar options, we are going to discuss how we can add a memory. So I'm in the memories page, I'm in the main gallery, and we can see here this green check mark. And if I hover over it, it says add memories. And so I already read this, but this is just a reminder that FamilySearch is family oriented and we want to make sure that only appropriate images are uploaded. If you have more questions, I encourage you after this webinar to click on the submission agreement and upload guidelines and policies, and you can read all of the different regulations that we have in place. So we have a couple of different ways we can do this. We can either drag and drop files, which is pretty easy, or we can choose a file. And this is just a reminder. Right here, I'll highlight it. It says, we support all of the following different submission types like JPEG, PDF, PNG, MP3. So these are like different photos, documents, or audio. I don't know the exact word, but they're the different ways that you can add something up to 15 megabytes. So if you need to upload something that is larger than 15 megabytes, we encourage you to just do it in parts. So say you have an incredible audio from your grandmother. I have one that's about 20 minutes long. I can imagine that that is bigger than 15 megabytes. And so I can just do interview with my grandmother part 1, interview with my grandmother part 2, so that you can upload it and you can have it in different things. So one thing that I like to do is just choose files. And so I will select a picture that I have on like just within my computer. And as you can see, it's loading it, it's processing. And during this processing time, what they do is they're reviewing the image to make sure that it is appropriate and that it meets the guidelines. They do not want us to upload anything that could be inappropriate just because we want to protect all of our users. So in the meantime, while this is processing, I'm just going to click on it. And so this is what this picture looks like. And this image will come up when you click on any of the images or memories that you have. And so we can see that there's no title, there's an edit button, there's all of this different information. So I will go over everything individually. So the first thing I want to do is I want to select edit. And over here, we can see all this information. And at the very top, highlighted in blue, is the word public. Now, by default, every memory that you add will be public. Now, this is important to keep in mind because say this is not a super great example because this is a picture of one person and he is deceased. But say you personally have a picture of yourself with two of your grandparents and they're both deceased. And so you want to add it to their profile page. Because they're already deceased, FamilySearch has made those accounts public. However, you are a living person. And so if you leave this information under public, FamilySearch will share that memory on your deceased grandparents' memories page, which is viewable by everyone, and your picture will be included. But say, let's pretend that my grandfather is still living, and I have this incredible picture of him, and I want to make it private. You will just click on that. I'll show you again. My mouse icon is right here. You'll click on the blue public option, and you'll select private. And then it says, making this memory private will make it only visible to you. And I'll say, make private. And so now it is private and only I can see it. And only the person that uploads the image is able to make it public or private. So say you're looking at your great aunt's profile page and you see a picture of yourself on there or another relative that is still living. If you did not upload that image yourself, you are not able to either delete it or you're not able to make it private. And so if it is an image that it really bothers you that it is public, please reach out to FamilySearch customer service and they will help you get it removed. So now that it's private, we have a couple of different options that we can do. For title, I can just put Manuel Ruiz Diaz. This is my grandfather. He is fishing, and for place, I know where that is at, so I can put Connell, Washington. And it's usually best to click the drop-down option for either the location or the date, just because it's the standardized version. And it just it looks more seamless because the standardization matches for every single location and date that you put, but it's also more easily searchable. You can enter a date. And unfortunately, I have no idea when this picture was taken, so I'm going to leave it blank. And then you can enter a description and you can put whatever you want. And so I'll just put annual fishing trip and leave it at that. And then I'm going to select submit. And now we have a little bit more information. So we can see, so for visibility, who can see this memory? It is currently private. And for details, the title is Manuel Ruiz Diaz in Connell, and we don't have a date, so that option is still available, and the description is annual fishing trip. So now that is what came up when I selected edit. If I select on this arrow, it will just take me to the next memory that I have, and those same exact features will come up. And so I'm going to go back, and then this is the info icon, and this just hides the information, so I can exit it out of it up here. So see how it says information right at the top? I guess it won't let me highlight it. There's an X that allows you to close it, and this just makes it a little bit easier for you to see the memory. But say you do want to see that information, you can just click on it right here. This question mark icon is the help icon. And so this is similar to the help icon that is on FamilySearch in general, which there is another webinar that teaches you how to use it. So if you need help with any question pertaining to adding memory, you can just click on that. And then right here, these 3 vertical dots, if you click on them, it takes you to the menu, and it allows you to do a couple of different things. One, you can bookmark this memory. This is just another way that you can add this to your saved bookmarks. You can share it. If you click share, it will link directly. This is super awesome. You can post it to Facebook, Messenger, Twitter, or X, that is now what it's called, WhatsApp, and then email, copy link, or download. So it makes it super easy for you to share it directly to whatever platform you prefer. You can download it, which again, this just helps you to print it easier, save it to your computer easier. And this is super important. So this is report abuse. So say you see a memory on someone's page, and I can show you on the profile page that that is not appropriate to be on FamilySearch. You can always report abuse. You can also change to document, and this will just change the format of how it is saved. You can either also move it to your archive from here, like I showed you before. This is just another way that you can move it to your archive, or you can delete it. But I don't want to do any of those things. So right now, we can see that this image is sideways, and I don't like that because it's hard to view. If you go down, so there's tag people, which I'll go over next, but there's this little icon that has, it looks like, I guess like gear knobs maybe. If you hover over it, it will say adjust image. So I can click on that and I can change the brightness. Let me see if I can move. I can't move it over, but if you're watching right here, this image right here, I can change the brightness. So I can make it all the way black or all the way super bright. This is helpful if you have a super old photograph and it's not super clear. You can change it. You can change the contrast, make it however, like whatever your personal preference is. You can also invert colors, which makes it different to see. This can be helpful for if you upload a document and it just makes the handwriting a little bit easier to see. I'm going to reset all of those because I liked the quality. And then right here, you can do like rotate image left or right. And so I'm just going to do rotate right. And I'm going to save. And I'll let it load. Okay, and then I'm going to click out of it. Just click anywhere on your screen. And so now that image is right side up and it is super easy to see. And say I want to zoom in because it's hard for me to see. The little arrow marks allow you to zoom in, zoom out, and this bullseye takes you right back to normal. So zoom in, zoom out, and then the bullseye is right back to how you had it. And I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because the image is a little bit bigger than the screen, so we can see all of it. So now this is one of the best parts about FamilySearch is you can tag people within the memory. And what this does, so I'm going to click on tag people right here. And then I'm going to click on his face. And this brings a box. And you can adjust the box to however you want it. You can move it around. You can, if you notice right here, this little blue circle, you can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. And if you scroll up, you can either find by name or by ID, and I do not have his ID memorized, but I do know his name. And so I can just type it in and I can see that I've just tagged this person. And because I've tagged this person, this memory will now show up on their person page. And so I'm going to select done tagging. Now, if I had left this as private, so let me put it as public because my grandfather is deceased and I do want to share this with everyone. Now that I've tagged him, anyone that knows his personal identification number or has them in their tree, now this memory will show up for them, which is super fun. I love memories and I love that it can be collaborative because I have pictures that I'm sure some of my ancestors don't have. And I know that so many of my relatives have pictures that I personally don't have. So I really love the tagging feature. You can also tag someone by this option under information. It just says tag people. And again, I mean, I've already done it, but you just click on the face, adjust the image, and then select done tagging. And that is everything for this main gallery page and also adding memories. So the next thing that we're going to look at is people. So on memories, I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to select people. Now this is the super fun one that I really love. So I'm going to let it load for a second. And so this shows you all of the people in your tree that have memories associated with them. So right now, under show, this is all of my close relatives. So all of the people that are in my direct lineage or people that I'm closely related to. Or I can view memories of people added by me. So these are, I've added a couple other ones to him and I've added a couple to her. Or I can do not attached to FamilyTree. And this is probably a little bit rare. This is more if you like add a memory to someone that you're not related to, but like say you were a really good friend. And so you can see memories that you added to those people. But for now, or you can do all. I personally, I think the default may be close relatives because I didn't select that, but I like to change it to all just so I can see everyone that I'm related to. And if you have any questions, this little eye icon, you can hover over it and it will just describe again what it is. So all people added by me and close relatives with duplicate people removed will show up. Under close relatives, it will be relatives who have been tagged in memories. Added by me, it shows all people you tagged in a memory, and then not attached to FamilyTree is people who you tagged in memories that have not yet been attached to the FamilyTree. So that is a little explanation to what all of those things mean in case you forget. And right here, again, it allows you to search, so you can either do it by name or by birth year. I personally don't have a preference. I can go either way. It really doesn't matter. And right here is another search icon. So if you want to search for someone specific, so let's see, Antonio, I can find him really quickly if I so chose to do so. And so this is super fun because this just shows you everyone in your tree, everyone you're related to that has memories. So let me click on her. And it will take me directly to her memories page, and I can just see everything that has been added by someone. So I've clicked on this one, and I see these super awesome images, and it looks like there's no title, it's public, there's no place, date, and it looks like there's not very many, like there's not much information. So I am unable to change, like I'm trying to click on here and it won't let me. I'm trying to click on here, it won't let me. I can change how the image is viewed, but I believe it will only change it for my personal viewing. Like I won't publicly change it. And I can't like add information because I was not the one that personally added this memory. If I scroll down, like you can see who did contribute this. And so it looks like Cheyenne Polson did back in 2022. But if I wanted to, I can add it to one of my own personal albums. Like I could move this from her person page to my memory gallery because since I was not the one that uploaded it, I don't have this image in my personal memory gallery. So I could add it to an album or I could add it to a story. I can also add a topic tag, which I will be getting into shortly. So that is just information to keep in mind. Another fun thing about this is that you can view your relationship. So let me click on, let's see, George Webster Town. So here's me and then my dad. So it looks like that's on my paternal side. Grandfather, looks like his mom. It looks like it was my grandfather's grandfather. So my third great grandpa is who this person is. So that's always fun to see how you're related. And that's kind of everything that you can see. It's really fun. It's really brief, but it is a good way to see it. The next thing I want to show you is the find. So on this ribbon right here, next there is find, or you can find it in memories and then find. And this is where the topic tags and the search text can be super helpful. And I'm going to go back to gallery so I can show you how to add a topic tag. And this is just helps you, let's see. So we're in information. So we've seen this page. Let me delete this. We've seen this page. We are familiar with it. They click on the eye. And if we keep scrolling down, we can add audio to make it a story, or we can add a topic tag. And this just makes it easier to find and use a search. If you want more details, you can select Learn More, and then it will say you can add topic tags to describe the photos, stories, and audio files. Examples are recipe, war hero, baptism, and things like that. And so if I were to add a topic tag, I would put fishing, like fishing trip. And it looks like 191 other users have added that. And so now that is saved to his topic tag. And so let's go back to find. So memories and then find. And this allows you to search every single memory that has ever been uploaded. And so it says, when you search for text, we'll find memories with titles and descriptions that contain the text you entered. If you have questions on how to use the find feature after I've already explained it, you are more than welcome to click on this link and it will take you to a page that it will show it to you. So for search text, this looks within stories that people have written. And so it will look up any word that is within the first 250 words of someone's story. So I can just put in fishing trip and I can search to see what comes up. And so it looks like a ton of different people all over have included photos and stories. And so you can filter by type. So I can do photos, stories, documents. So I can delete all of these. I can hit search again. And it looks like all of these people have written a story about a fishing trip. And so within the text, it searches up to 250 characters of a story. It will currently not include the entire story, and so maybe it will be in the future, but as of right now, I'm not sure. So I'll go back to find, and then I'll go back to search topic tags. So I can do fishing trip again, and I can hit search. Oh, and it looks like you have to click on it specifically, search, and then you can see all of these ones. So this is all of FamilySearch, everything that's been added. If you wanted to use this to be more helpful within your own family tree, you can select search only my close relatives and click search again. That's weird. My grandfather's should be coming up because it says fishing trip. It could just be that I have added it to recently. Or let's see. Not sure why that's not allowing me to do that, but it could just be that I've added it to recently. So another one that is super popular is you could do recipe and then search, and then a ton of different recipes will come up from people that have added. So find is super fun if you just want to explore all sorts of different things that people have shared. Now keep in mind, if you do not change something to private within your own uploading like I showed before, it will be public regardless of what information it is. And so if there's any information about a living individual or a picture within a living individual, make sure that you get their permission prior to sharing it with FamilySearch, because FamilySearch really wants to protect the privacy of individuals. Keep in mind that the following will not come up within like search text if the following does not happen. So if the memory does not have a person tag and it's not tagged to somebody, it won't come up. If it is unlinked to somebody, or if it's linked to a living person in the family tree, it will not come up, because again, we want to protect privacy. So when you look things up, it'll only look up for search text, it will look up the first 250 words within a story, and then searching topic tags is if you've remembered to specifically add a topic tag to someone's memory. And that is everything for the Find Memories page. The last thing that I want to show you is how to add a memory from someone's person page. So let me go to, let's see. I am going to go to people, and I'm going to find, let's see. I'll do it by name. So it's a little bit easier for me to find something. Here we go. So I can click on him, and it will take me to his person page from memories. And if I want to add a memory, so this is just his normal person page. Typically, you see the details page when you first bring it up, but you can click on memories. You can do add memories. And this is super cool. So you can either add an audio. So say you want to tell a brief description about him. If I wanted to record about what my experience was like at his funeral or things like that, I can click on it there. I can add a story. And so I can see here, you can upload an image to your story. You can add a title and then your story. Remember, you can also make it public or private. Or you can add a document right here, a file. And again, so this is super cool. So you can either do it directly from your phone, from your gallery that you currently have, or from Google Photos. And so I'm just going to select from your gallery, and I can add any one of these. And it looks like I have no more images of him, so maybe he was a bad example to choose. But I guess I'll just add it just for the sake of showing you. So file, your gallery. We'll pretend that, actually he lived kind of by here, so I'll do import. And so now I've added it to him. You can see it right here. And so that's how you can add memories to individuals. And that is a pretty thorough overview of everything that you can find within the FamilySearch Memories page.